Hey, thanks for joining us once again on the bright side. We're talking skin health. We'll be talking skin health for a little bit, for, I don't know, a week or two, in honor of the Truth Treatment products, my Truth Treatment products. They'll be coming out here any day. We're talking about acne specifically and the misunderstandings associated with the treatment of acne. So tragic because, man, it doesn't seem like it's that serious, but it really is. Psychologically debilitating for teenagers. The worst time in your life to break out with pimples is when you're a teenager and you're so focused on being attractive to the opposite sex and you don't even really know how the whole thing works. And that's, unfortunately, those are the folks who get acne for the most part, although the phenomena of adult acne is real and just as unfortunate. There's so many misunderstandings about acne. Yesterday we were talking about how the misunderstandings surrounding acne and really around skin health in general is the result of this illusory static appearance of the skin. You look at the skin, it doesn't look like much is happening there. But in reality, the skin is a veritable beehive of activity. Activity that occurs 24/7, every nanosecond of every day, every moment that we are alive. Trillions upon trillions upon trillions of chemical reactions are occurring in the trillions of cells that are right under our noses, literally on the skin, right where we're looking. Just look at your arm and try to picture all of the different chemical reactions that are occurring in this apparently homogeneous, uniform organ. In addition to all the different cells, there's a circulatory system, there's a lymph system, there's molecular sponges that trap water, there's multiple layers. This is a complex, intricate, living, dynamic system that we're talking about here. Unless we recognize this, we are going to fall prey to marketing and advertising and claims from marketers and business people and bookkeepers and bankers and all the people who love to be in the skincare business because of the incredibly obscene profit margins. That's my beef with bookkeepers and bankers in the skincare business. I'm a capitalist. I don't have a problem with bookkeepers and bankers necessarily, but when they're making claims about health, and that's really what beauty products are. They're health products. That's what skincare really is. It's healthcare. When somebody who doesn't understand anything about health tries to go out and market a healthcare product, that frosts me, man. That just ticks me off. That's not fair. I mean, we're innocent. We're gullible as consumers. We trust. And then you got a bookkeeper or a banker or some, a business person who's trying to sell a skincare product and doesn't have any idea what the skin is, telling us about their skincare product, how wonderful their cosmetics are, and then we rub the stuff on top of our skin without even considering what we're doing to ourselves. That's a problem to me as a healthcare professional and as a formulator, as a cosmetics and skincare formulator. I've been formulating for 30 plus years. We just rub the stuff on top of our skin without even considering what we're doing to ourselves and how our body's responding. The typical skincare product that most of us use is a complicated concoction of wax and oil and emulsifier and tap water and perfume and preservatives, and none of which you'd ever put on your skin if you were presented with them as individual ingredients. But somehow when they're mixed together, we feel comfortable smearing them on ourselves in the hope of taking advantage of maybe a little tiny bit of active material. If there is any active material, it's usually on the order of a fraction of a percent. I saw a commercial yesterday for a product called Mederma. Now, Mederma is marketed as a scar product. They call it a scar cream. And this is the spin that you get when you hear the commercial. The product's called Mederma Scar Cream. So you'd be forgiven if you had a scar and you purchased this product because you want to get rid of your scar. But if you listen to the actual weasel words in the marketing material and the TV ads, the copy makes no mention of eliminating scars. They tell you instead that Mederma will make your scars look better. Now, what does that mean? How do you make a scar look better? But when you hear the tagline, their slogan, Mederma lets you move on from scars. Or you can leave your scar behind. That's on the internet. That's on their website. You can leave the scar behind. Clearly, the implication is Mederma will make your scars go away. They don't say it literally, but the implication is there. This is what marketers do. They imply without saying, especially in the skincare business. They imply without saying. Doctors even recommend Mederma for patient scars. In case you're wondering, Mederma is made with an onion extract. Onion contains a flavonoid compound, a chemical compound, plant nutrient called quercetin. Quercetin's an anti-inflammatory. This is the logic to using Mederma. Quercetin's an anti-inflammatory. By keeping inflammation down, supposedly, you improve the appearance of scars. Onions are a very rich source of quercetin, which, as I say, is an anti-inflammatory, and this is theoretically the mechanism. Longevity's Cell Shield product, by the way, RTQ product, the Q stands for quercetin. So Cell Shield has quercetin. If you really want to get the Mederma effects, take your Cell Shield and break open a capsule and add it to some coconut oil and put it right on your scar. I don't think it's going to work very well. I've never seen Mederma work very well, and I've been seeing patients on it now since it came out, probably 15 years ago. I think it came out in the late 90s. So the point is that Mederma is not going to make your scar go away, but according to the manufacturer, it will make your scar softer, smoother, and less noticeable. It's not going to do anything for your scar, but it will soften it. It will reduce its appearance. What's craziness? Now, obviously, this is silly, but for a company to prey on people who have been scarred is really nasty business. To prey on the innocent and the gullible is just not fair. But the only reason it works, the only reason this kind of scammery works, is because we don't understand the skin. Scars are located in the dermis, in the lower areas of the skin. And when you account for the very tiny microscopic nature of a cell, this lower area of the skin might as well be 100 miles down. Relative to the size of the cells, the lower layers of the skin are way, way deep. And where a scar is in this dermal area, in the lower areas of the skin. And by the way, a scar is a protective mechanism. And while it may look unattractive to some people, in some cultures, scars are actually considered attractive and something people do intentionally. Once a scar is formed, it's not going away. It's a way the body's protecting itself. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
Friends, this is Alex Jones for MidasResources.com. For more than 15 years, I have exclusively used Midas Resources for all my precious metal needs. Whether it's bullion or collectibles you're looking for, Midas Resources is simply the best. I own my gold as a hedge against inflation. This Federal Reserve fiat currency could go the way of the Deutschmark and the Weimar Republic anytime. In these historically dangerous times, it makes sense to physically hold gold and silver. Midas already has some of the best deals in the industry. But if you give them a call and mention the radio special, they will give you a list of the day's super specials. Midas brokers are standing by to answer all your questions at 800-686-2237. They also have a lot of informative free literature explaining the opportunities and risk of holding precious metals. They are ready to answer your questions at 800-686-2237. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Hello, it's Tom Chenault from The Tom Chenault Show. We are experts in home-based business and residual income. We show people how to make money from their home, either part-time or full-time, and in partnership with Genesis Communication Network, we've organized a team to fight back about people not having money, time, or health. And we need your help. What we want you to do is, if you've got an interest in building an organization to fight back against people taking our money, taking our time, and taking our health, we want to talk to you. All you need to do is call this number, 855-308-8326. Again, all you want to do is call 855-308-8326. You can make a tremendous amount of money and end up fighting for a great cause. Please call us right now.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know BidBit.co. Why? Because BidBit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at BidBit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at BidBit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co, BidBit.co.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
We're talking about mederma and scars and acne and ways that you can protect yourself from scars. It isn't going to be mederma. Even mederma, the commercials and the copy itself tells you that mederma will only soften your scar. It will only make your scar appear better, look better, whatever that means. But the only reason we buy into this stuff is because we don't really, the true nature of the skin is somewhat hidden. We don't really see the skin. And by the way, if you're afraid of getting a scar, the time to really take care of your scar is while it's forming or while your wound is healing. And the best thing you can put on a scar is vitamin C, topical vitamin C, fatty vitamin C, lipophilic vitamin C. Some people use vitamin E on a scar. Forget it. That's not going to work. Dermatologists will use silicone on a scar. That ain't going to work. As I said before I went to break, a scar is actually a protective mechanism. A scar is a way that the skin protects itself. In other words, the skin, and this is really one of the really cool things about the body, is that when it's under duress or under stress, it will actually get stronger and better. A bone will heal stronger at the point of the break than the rest of the bone. What's that about? Well, it's the body sensing, or the cell's understanding, that that area is somewhat fragile or susceptible to stresses, and it will make that area stronger. That's what a scar is. If you ever heard the saying that a bone is stronger at the point of a break, you understand a scar. A scar is the skin's version of a bone being stronger at the point of the break. There's more connective tissue. There's more collagen in the scar. That's what makes it look like a scar. But we don't really understand the skin because it looks inert. It looks like just a covering. We're not going to understand how to address scars or anything else. And this kind of exploitation that is represented by mederma, and I don't like calling out companies by name, but these guys deserve it. This kind of exploitation and sophistry and sneakiness when it comes to skin health and health in general, really, not just skin health, it can only occur in a milieu, in an environment of misunderstanding. And this kind of misunderstanding and subsequent exploitation that inevitably follows misunderstanding is behind how we deal with the unpleasant and even traumatic skin condition called acne. No one ever has to have acne. Nobody. Acne is a sign that cells are growing out of control in combination with oil, excess secretion of sebum. A cell's growing out of control. That means nutritional deficiency. That also means cortisol and stress. Same with oils. Skin oils, excessive skin oils mean the body is under duress. It's a reflection of the secretion of stress hormones. Oily skin, cells growing chaotically, these are all signs that something is wrong. Either something's missing, and I'm talking physically here, I'm not talking mental, emotional, spiritual, which all need to be addressed, but from physical perspective, if you're breaking out, something is missing or something is getting into the body that shouldn't be there. And when I say something's missing, I'm talking the mighty 90 essential nutrients, or something's getting into the body that shouldn't be there. It's one or the other or both, combination thereof. This is such good news for acne sufferers because it means that the skin disease called acne can begin to reverse itself immediately. Immediately. And because skin cells turn over so rapidly, within 4 to 8 weeks, you got new skin. Acne can be gone forever within a month or two. Forever. Never have to have any traces of it. Simply by adding correct nutrition and eliminating problematic foods. And we're going to spend a lot of time, next few weeks anyway, talking about good nutrition for the skin and good nutrition for acne. In our last program, we talked about vitamin A. That is the skin's most important nutrient, arguably the skin's most important nutrient. There's another one that's important too, but for now we'll say it's the most important nutrient or one of the top 2 nutrients for the skin. And by the way, the eyes are also the eyes are a type of skin. The surface of the eye is a type of skin, and the eye is also dependent on vitamin A. Vitamin A deficiency is associated with eye problems. So the eyes, the skin, they depend on vitamin A for their health, and so does the immune system, the defensive system, which involves inflammation. So vitamin A is anti-inflammatory. It's pro-immunity. Vitamin A is known as the immune system vitamin. When I say immune system, that's anti-inflammation, the immune system supporting vitamin. All the secretions of the body depend on vitamin A, including digestive juices and tears, and the mucus that lines the esophagus, the throat area, as food slips down into the digestive tract. And vitamin A is the most important cell growth controlling vitamin. It keeps cells growing at just the right pace. Not too fast, not too slow. In order to understand the importance of vitamin A and why it's so important for the development of pimples and blemishes, and to what accounts for its really medicinal effects, its healing effects when it comes to addressing acne, we've got to talk about what a pimple is. The mythology around the treatment of acne and the fact that people think that the results they get from proactive type products, benzoyl peroxide, etc., cuts to the heart of why and how we're bamboozled by skincare companies and products on such a large scale, on a billion-dollar scale. We look at the skin, we don't see the reality of what's happening. The skin is multi-layered and we don't see it. That means that we miss a very important distinction that we can work with, the fact that there's layers. There's a surface layer, which is very difficult for stuff to penetrate. That's the purpose of this surface layer. It's like a thin fingernail on the top of your skin. And this microscopically thin fingernail will keep things from getting into the lower areas. And this is very important. If we're going to leverage and exploit the properties of our skincare products, we've got to figure out how to get past that surface, that fingernail-like surface. The skin is also made up of multiple parts. It's mosaic. It's made up of distinct working components. Each component, each part represents a potential target for activation. If you look at the skin and you don't see that, if you look at the skin and just see this stuff, this covering, you're not going to be able to really exploit or take advantage of all the stuff that's going on in the skin. There's cells in the skin that make collagen. There's cells in the skin that keep the skin from wrinkle-free, that keep the skin taut and youthful. There's moisture-trapping molecules that keep the skin hydrated. There's blood vessels that can be induced to increase nutrient delivery and oxygen delivery and detoxification. But unless we get a sense for the multiple components that comprise the skin, we're going to miss out on an opportunity to restore the skin back to health. And if it's already healthy, we're going to miss an opportunity to give the skin an extra jolt of health. And when it comes to acne, the most important distinction that we need to make is the distinction that involves how a pimple forms, and this is the pore. We got to understand the skin pore. If we don't understand what a skin pore is, or if we don't address a skin pore, we're not going to be able to treat acne, because acne it's a skin issue, obviously, but it's a pore issue. Acne begins in the skin pore. Every square inch of your skin has 700 or so different pores. And understanding how to address the pore and understand what a pore really is really important if you're going to be able to treat acne effectively. We'll talk about that tomorrow as we continue our discussion on skin health and acne specifically. We'll be doing that for the next couple of weeks. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. Time to hit our phones. Let's take our first phone call, go to Pennsylvania, and welcome Mindy to the bright side. What's up, Mindy? Good morning.
Well, thank you so much for taking my call. You mentioned the NutriBullet and said that you hadn't really done much research on that. You've used the Vitamix, and I love my NutriBullet. It's wonderful.
I want you to tell us all about it, but we got to take a break. Can you hang on through the break?
I sure can.
I'd love to hear about the NutriBullet. So thank you so much for calling in on that, Mindy. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back with your phone calls. 844-236-6010 is our number. Don't go away. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Hi, my name is DeRay, suffering from migraines, having Botox injections in my head and neck to alleviate pain, costing $1,500 out of my pocket. I discovered Dr. Ortman and Gentle Touch chiropractic adjustment called Nuka. I'm migraine-free since my first adjustment. Thanks for giving me my life back, Dr. Ortman. I wish they prescribed you instead of Botox.
Thanks, DeRay. Putting the bones back in place is only half of the solution. We design a nutritional supplement program the body can handle, actually absorb, providing nutrients, targeting the problem area. Between Nuka and nutrition, we will have you on the road to a faster and more permanent recovery. Look us up on the web at drortman.com or call 952-303-9124. Let us help you feel better faster. Wellspring Spinal Care at 952-303-9124. Again, that's 952-303-9124. Or on the web at drortman.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins, but did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co. Why? Because bidbit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at bidbit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer Bidbit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at bidbit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co, bidbit.co.
For you, Mindy in Pennsylvania, tell us about the NutriBullet.
Well, I have the NutriBullet RX, which is their newest one, and it also has a soup cycle, as does the Vitamix, which I love the soup cycle, but I also use it to make my own nut milks. I no longer buy almond milk at the store, and I use it a lot for smoothies. And it's just, I'm not a hired gun for NutriBullet. I am just a natural health advocate because of my own story, which is on my website. I used to spend 12 to 18 hours a day in bed with fibromyalgia and have my life back, and I'm very grateful. So,
what'd you do? Well, don't run away. What'd you do? Tell us about that.
Lots of things. Diet, lifestyle changes, massage, Christian EFT, chiropractic care.
Wow.
Far infrared sauna.
I don't hear drugs anywhere there. I don't hear doctors anywhere there. I didn't hear Lyrica or Prozac. That's what they give you now for fibromyalgia, antidepressants, because they think you're depressed. That's pretty cool. Good for you. Now, what's your website? Why don't you give that a plug? Hello? Oh, I was getting all into that. Did we lose Mindy? Mindy, call back. I'm not sure where you went. Oh, Mindy. Oh, Mindy, that's too bad. Are you there, Mindy?
I'm here.
Okay. Tell us your website. Yes, I do. I was getting all into your conversation.
It's Out of Sight Ministries, and that's plural, outofsightministries.com. And I actually was on antidepressants for 12 years, and by the grace of God and other natural means, I'm off of them. I love lithium orotate. I have a video testimonial that if anybody wants, they can contact me. It's not actually on my site.
That's awesome. Out of Sight Ministries. Is it a Christian organization, or you say Ministries for Nutrition?
It is, but I'm a vocalist, narrator, blindness educator, and natural health advocate. So I do multiple things.
You sound awesome.
Christian and non-Christian.
Are you blind?
I am, and if anybody wants to know more, they can go to my website, but I also have a toll-free number if anyone has questions. I don't have a degree in natural health.
You don't need a degree. It sounds like you know what you're talking about. I'm so honored you're listening to my program, too, by the way. That's awesome.
I love your program. I appreciate it. I can be reached at 844-45-MINDY.
855-44-MINDY, and you...
844-45-MINDY.
844-45-MINDY. Is that correct?
You got it.
844-4. Have you been blind for life? Were you born blind, or did you have an accident?
I was born blind. I have no vision, and God has been so good to me. At one point, I was ready for Him to take me home because I was depressed and in pain, and now I just have so much to live for, and I just really want to help people. So. Oh
man, you're awesome! I am so honored that I have quality listeners like yourself. That is really a cool story. So you recommend the NutriBullet? Does it? You get the fiber, right? That's correct when you grind.
You do. I never wanted to juice because I didn't want to lose the fiber.
Right. That's why I like the Vitamix. But you still get the fiber with the NutriBullet. And does it grind it up enough so that it's juicy, or is it still fibery and pulpy, your product?
I believe it really grinds up.
You know, Mindy, we just got a bad connection, and I think you dropped off again. And I'm very sorry for that. But thanks so much for your call. I appreciate it. That was awesome. Thank you, Mindy. Her website, I'm looking at it right now, Out of Sight Ministries. Thanks so much for that call, Mindy. That was really meaningful. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. What is up, Steve in VA, Virginia? What's up, Steve?
Oh, hi there. Thanks again. We were just curious. You know, we've heard various sources mentioning the fact that these vaccines, there's an effort to impose these vaccines on people.
Yeah.
And,
what's that about? Why do they care so much? Why does everybody have to be vaccinated? What's going on there?
Yeah. Well,
one has to wonder.
One of the, I guess, further attacks that these people want to carry out in posing something like that. I mean, are there? Have you had a chance to check into any of that?
Check into the vaccine thing?
Yeah, mention that what maybe people should get ready for, or possibly.
I try to stay away from the whole vaccine stuff. I'm just very skeptical, put it that way. You know, Steve, here's the thing. I'm not saying yay or nay because I don't know, but here's the thing. If we get to a point where we just don't trust our government, that's a problem. If we even suspect that they may not be looking out for us, that they don't have our best interest in mind, that's a problem. And even if they compel us to do things, even if the government forces us to do things, compels us to do things, makes us under threat of penalty of losing our freedom or losing money or whatever, if they make us do something, you know, we'll do it, but we'll resent them. We'll hate them for making us do it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody puts a gun in your face, you're going to do whatever they tell you to do, but it doesn't mean you're going to appreciate them, and whenever it comes time to screw them, you're going to screw them. And this is the kind of environment that all of this suspicion engenders. And I don't know yay or nay on vaccines, although I have my suspicions. But the point is that if we even begin to question those in authority and we suspect that they don't have our interests in mind, that's a problem. And yeah, we may pay attention, we may listen to what they're saying, and we may follow their orders, but we'll hate them for it. And that's exactly what's happening. You know, you ever see those statistics, those studies that come out where they take percentages of people who don't trust the government, or percentages of people who vote, or percentages of people who participate? You know, every once in a while you hear about faith and confidence in Congress, and faith and confidence in the president, and faith and confidence in governmental bodies is like at record lows. What do you think that's about? Yeah, we'll pay attention. We'll do what you make us do, but we'll hate you for it. We won't trust you for it. We'll try to screw you at every turn for it. And that's the kind of situation that we have. And it's very, very unfortunate. It's tragic, really. And it doesn't have to be that way. We can have a society where governmental bodies, limited governmental bodies, work in the interests of the people. That's the way the society and the system is supposed to be. When it comes to health, and that's my specialty, we don't trust doctors. We don't trust the medical model. We don't trust the paradigm. Why? Because they have a history of screwing people, of messing around with people, with people's liberty, with people's freedom, and ultimately, when it comes to healthcare, with messing around with what's most near and dear to us, and that's our health. So I don't know yay or nay or vaccines, but I have my suspicions, and I personally wouldn't let anybody inject anything into my body if I didn't absolutely positively need it. Those flu vaccines are especially ridiculous, by the way. I don't know if I answered your question there, Steve, but that's my take on it. Is there anything else you want to ask?
Well, no, that's I appreciate your answer. I just the religious, we've been able to use the religious exemptions, many people in the past, as a way to not have to receive vaccines, and I think that there's the effort to try to have a situation where we can't use those anymore too.
Well, now they're making people sound wacky if they don't want vaccines. The anti-vaccine movement, they call it. You know, and now they're making you sound like you're some kind of nut job because you don't want somebody injecting a poison into your body, a virus into your body. Yeah. I'm telling you. All right. Got to move, Steve. Thanks so much for your call. Say hi to Rose for me, okay?
Thank you. God bless.
Take care. God bless you as well. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. Hang tight. If you're on the line, we'll get to you when we come back from our break. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back after this.
So you've been listening to Pharmacist Ben and Dr. Wallach for a long time now, and you're wondering if longevity really works. Hi, my name is Adam. I'm an employee at GCN, and I've been using longevity products for over 2 years now. Call me today to hear my story at 612-695-5982. You too can lose weight, experience increased energy, and feel better about yourself and the future of your family. Call today, 612-695-5982. That's 612-695-5982.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Attention taxpayers! If you've received a notice from the IRS or state, do not ignore it. It's also a big mistake to try and handle your tax problem on your own. If you owe back taxes, it's a fact that the government has the power to take everything you own, including your home, business, wages, savings, and your freedom. But here's the good news. There's a special toll-free tax hotline set up especially for you. This tax hotline will tell you about new programs that are geared to help you dramatically settle, reduce, or eliminate what you owe. But you have to call now. Take down this number or put it in your cell phone. But call 877-345-7645. That's 877-345-7645. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can reduce or eliminate back taxes, including penalties and interest. You can also be helped if you have unfiled returns, a tax lien, wage garnishment, bank levy, or if you've been entered into a payment plan but can't make the payments. Don't make the big mistake in thinking you can ignore or handle your tax problem on your own. You can stop the collection process immediately at 1-877-345-7645. That's 1-877-345-7645. 1-877-345-7645.
Check out my website also, brightsideben.com, and check out the products. The longevity products are all posted at brightsideben.com. Or you can also join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start a little longevity business and help spread the word about how important a good nutritional supplement program can be. 844-236-6010 is our number. Pat in Indiana, what's going on? Welcome to the Brightside.
Yes, my daughter didn't want to call, so she's got this itch that's in her private parts, but the more she itches,
the worse it gets.
When she urinates, it gets worse and worse, and they've given her all kinds of itching stuff, but it don't never help. I was just wondering what could...
Okay, yes. Now, are you talking inside or outside?
Outside.
All right. Right on the private parts there?
Yeah.
Or in the skin?
Yeah.
In the skin part, like in the thigh area, or right on the private parts?
Right on the private parts.
Okay, that's a sign that there's something percolating in there, and because it's right on the private parts, it could be a topical issue or an internal issue, and I can't tell you. Although my hunch would be that it's an internal condition. Look for what you want to do, Pat, is you want to look for other symptoms. Other things going on. It's very rare that you'll have a topical skin condition without having any other problems. If indeed you do have perfect health, which is unlikely, and you just have a skin problem, then you're looking at something irritating from the top. And that's why it's important to find other symptoms so you can distinguish whether this is a topical condition that's coming from perhaps her clothing that she's wearing, or maybe a cleanser or soap or something, or internal. If there's no other symptoms, then you want to suspect something topical, laundry detergent, soap, etc. This is rare. Usually there's going to be something else going on, at which point you can start to treat the real cause, but we have to know what else is going on. Usually it involves the digestive system. So what I would ask you is what I ask everybody who has any health problem, but especially skin problem: any digestive health issues, gluten intolerance, food intolerances, food allergies, bowel movement problems, gas, heartburn, gallbladder removal, problems after pain after eating specific foods, sense of fullness, etc. Anything like that? Or do you know?
Well, she just went. She's got an infection on the inside. Can't think of the name of it now.
Well, hang on. I'm talking about the digestive system. We'll get to the infection here in a second. System? Yeah. Anything that you can think of with food. Yeah, she's been having
indigestion and
there you
like
go.
That.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. More than likely they're associated. So what you want to do is you want to start to have her clear the decks Foods that are causing problems, digestive problems, need to be eliminated. The way you best do this is by doing a food diary, because it's hard to remember all the foods you eat and when you ate them and how they're connected to your indigestion or to your skin problems. So have her write down everything she eats, and then how she feels every couple hours, every 3 or 4 hours after she eats that food. So in other words, you get a notebook. On the left-hand side of a piece of paper, you write corn, or you write oatmeal, or you write peanut butter and jelly sandwich, or whatever you ate. And then next to that, how you feel 2 hours later, how you feel 4 hours later, how you feel 6 hours later, how you feel 8 hours later, all the way up to 12 hours. And you keep track of this. This is very important, not just for her skin problem, but if she has a digestive health issue, she's breaking down inside too, and you're not noticing it. So this will help save her life. This will help prevent horrible diseases. This will help keep her away from prescription drugs and doctors. This food diary, everybody should be doing it. We should all be keeping track of our bodily responses to the foods we eat. Then once she associates specific foods to indigestion, and she may even notice that specific foods are associated with flare-ups in her itching, in her skin condition, or her vaginal condition. So when she eats specific foods, she may get a flare-up in her itching. So this will help directly with the skin, and will also help with the digestive system, obviously. The second thing you want to do is start to use supplements for the digestive tract. The chief supplement is the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Now, you may have an issue with vaginal or reproductive system bacteria. There's bacteria that live in the vaginal area, and that might be a problem. And using probiotic supplement and eating fermented foods can help there also. So make sure she's on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, 3 in the morning, 3 at night, and also using fermented foods. Ultimate enzymes, digestive enzymes, will help her digest her food. If she has food allergies or food intolerances from incompletely digested foods, that can eliminate that. Use the ultimate enzymes, maybe 2 or 3 or even 4 after meals, and always use a little bit of apple cider vinegar with your ultimate enzymes. Last but not least, the Fuchs Z, or the Z radical, can help provide an environment, a hospitable environment for gut bacteria, probiotic bacteria, to live and thrive in, and that can be beneficial as well. So Biolumin Nightly Essence, Z Radical, or Fuchs Z. Do a food diary, apple cider vinegar, and of course it's always a good idea to use the Healthy Start Pack. It sounds to me, Pat, that your daughter has an internal condition, not a topical condition. If she goes to a doctor, they're going to give her cream, and that's not going to help the problem, even though it may help the symptoms. Okay?
I have one other question.
Sure.
My skin is so thin that this bleeds underneath it, and it tears just like...
Oh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. How old are approximately?
I'm 75.
How old? Okay, all right.
But I still work and garden. And
you sound great. You sound vital, and you sound great, and your skin should reflect that. So here's what you need to do. And we're going to be talking about skin for the next few weeks, so you want to keep listening to the bright side. But when you say your skin is thinning, what you're talking about is not the surface, although that might be thinning a little bit as well. But for the most part, what you're talking about is the lower levels. The lower levels are called, technically in the skin, it's called the dermis, but generically in the body, the lower levels are called connective tissue. You may have heard that term. If you've been listening to this program, you hear it every day almost. Connective tissue is what forms the beef of the body. It's the steak of the body. It's the thickness of the body. It's the density of the body, the whole body. The body has a certain density and thickness to it, and as we get older, that density and thickness starts to be reduced. We start to get thinner. Not just your skin, your blood vessels get thinner. Your bones get thinner. All the systems in the body get thinner, and what you're observing in the skin is happening inside the body too. So we want to redensify. We want to thicken things up. How do we do it? Well, first of all, protein is the most important of the thickening nutrients, but if you're not... First of all, you got to get enough protein, but if you're not absorbing your protein, that could be a problem too. So make sure you're increasing your protein. Use the Slender FX, fish protein, meat protein if it's clean meat, eggs, wonderful protein, hemp seed protein for vegetarians. Protein is the key to thickening the body up. But you got to make sure you're absorbing it. That means digestive enzymes with your protein, apple cider vinegar with your protein, anything you could do to improve the digestion or the absorption, the utilization of that protein is going to be in your interest. So liquid protein will also help. So smoothies and soup, chicken soup with cartilage in it, with the bones in it, very important for thickening or redensifying the body. Vitamin C is the most important vitamin when it comes to building connective tissue. Without vitamin C, you can't build connective tissue, and the disease that's caused by vitamin C deficiency, scurvy, is a connective tissue issue primarily. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're getting enough vitamin C. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine will get you 1,000 milligrams per day. So make sure you're sipping on your BTT all day long. You may want to get a little bit of extra vitamin C also. maybe another 1,000 milligrams a day of vitamin C. Zinc is also very important. Make sure you're using 50 milligrams a day of zinc. You have to go to the health food store and get zinc picolinate, Picolinate. And then, of course, the entire Mighty 90 essential nutrients. Get on the Healthy Start Pack as well. Last but not least, this is part of the Healthy Start Pack, but I just want to mention it. Essential fatty acids are very, very important for turning on the growth of protein and connective tissue. There are lots of strategies there, my dear, but it's not a skin problem you have. It's a beef problem. It's a thickness problem that you have. And don't let anybody bamboozle you into thinking that you just put a skin cream on and you'll take care of that thinness, because that's not how it works. It's an internal issue, and you got to make sure that you're absorbing your nutrients as well as taking them. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We was raised on meat and potatoes.
Well, that's not a bad thing necessarily, but you got to make sure you're absorbing also.
But I'm not sure if I'm absorbing it.
Yes, you might not be. It's 75. Make sure you take your meat and potatoes, or you eat your meat and potatoes with digestive enzymes, the ultimate enzymes, and some apple cider vinegar as well, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Okay, I hate to do this to you, Rose, but we only got about a minute. What's up, sweetheart? How you doing?
Yes, I just wanted to let you know if the audience is interested, because of this situation of vaccines that's been imposed, and like in California, it's already In Defense of Humanity is the show, and the anticorruptionsociety.com. That's a website.
Anticorruptionsociety.com.
Yeah, and they can get the paperwork to protect themselves.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Rose. I appreciate you sharing that with us. God bless you as well. We'll talk to you again soon. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Check out my website, brightsideben.com, or my blog, pharmacistben.com, and you can sign up and join the Brightside Ben team, or you can call the phone team directly at 866-735-2470. Tomorrow we'll continue talking acne and skin care and skin health. We'll talk about nutrients you can use for dealing with acne and dealing with skin health in general. And that's it. Have an awesome, wonderful, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on 0 medications.
I'm Dr. Stanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z, 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolyourself.com.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610, or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Wall & Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Wall & Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall & Associates, 1-800-425-4610. Based on actual cases, results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services.